everyone, it's finally autumn. Finally. I'm really happy that it's finally cozy season. I just feel myself changing. Anyways, for this video I wanted to do some sewing and I decided that I wanted to redo this dress. I really like it. I made it for my birthday 2 years ago, I think, and it's really cute. I really like it. I'm gonna show you better in a minute. But I'm gonna do it in another color. I chose this green color that I really like and I think it's gonna look really nice with it. I really like this dress because it was very simple to make and I feel like I'm always reaching for it. Whenever I will have to go somewhere, I just pick this dress, you know. So I wanted to make it in another color so that way I could have more dresses to wear. And especially for autumn, I want to look more autumny. And it's very comfortable too, so for me that checks all the boxes because I really like wearing things that are cozy, comfortable and pretty, and that I feel pretty in them. So I really like this one, and this is the one that I'm making. So that's why I chose this dress to remake, and I'm gonna show you the green in a second. This is the green that I'm gonna use. And the pattern is a pattern that I got off of Etsy, and it was very cheap actually. I think it was very affordable. And the cool thing about it is that you can just download it and you print it yourself and then you like glue the pages together. I really like that because that way you don't have to wait until it arrives. You can just download it immediately and just like do it in the same day, which is actually what happened during my birthday. When I made this one, I purchased it like the day before my birthday and I just downloaded it. I assembled all of it and I cut the pattern according to my size. The instructions are incredibly easy and very simple to follow, so it was just a dream. Well, shit. My microphone cut off right here and the rest of the footage is just completely silent. What am I saying here? I have no idea. But basically I wanted to say that I really liked working with this pattern and I hope that you like this video. This video is a mess from start to finish, so please don't judge. So this is how the dress is coming out so far. So basically it's finished, but I tried it on and it's actually too big for me, so I'm gonna take it in a little bit in the back. Basically everything else looks good. The only thing that's disappointing me a little bit is that the side seams here on the skirt, they have a little bit of puckering, and I can't really fix it because I am not in the mood to fix it, basically. I've already sewn the skirt to the top and I don't feel like redoing it all over again. Also, this video is already quite late because I was supposed to have posted this video on Tuesday and currently it's Saturday, so it's really late. But I've been sick this past few days, so the last thing that I want to worry about is just redoing a skirt. And also because I think that the best way to fix it would have been if I had enough fabric to actually do the half circle skirt, because that way there wouldn't be any puckering and it would actually flow really nicely. I just didn't have enough fabric to do that. So I've been thinking of options, what to do with the dress so far. I've been thinking of either separating the top from the skirt and just using it as a top, because the top part is really nice, even though it's a little bit loose because this fabric doesn't stretch and the other fabric does, the one that I used to do the red dress. So I was kind of scared of doing something that was too tight on me, so I spent the whole time adding too much, apparently too much, because I added like extra seam allowance on literally every part of the pattern, and turns out it's still loose, especially like on the arms. But the arms is not that big of a deal because the arms don't actually serve any, the sleeves don't actually serve any purpose because they are just there. You know, they don't like actually hold up the dress, you know. So I'm a little bit sad with this project so far because it's not turning out as pretty as I wanted it to be. And also I've been sick this past few days, so I couldn't film that much because I just looked awful. I don't know, I just felt a little bit discouraged for this video. The dress isn't looking so bad, you know. It's just that I consider myself a seamstress, so I find it genuinely sad and disappointing that my first sewing project on this channel is not turning out so good. And I also had the genius idea to seal in the fabric edges with glue, with like fabric glue. And it did work, it did seal in the edges, but some of the glue went to the other side and now I can't get rid of this. I don't know how I'm gonna fix this. I don't think I'm gonna fix it. I'm really seriously considering just doing the top part, and then when I have the chance to buy more fabric, then I buy more fabric and I do the skirt part. And it will flow beautifully. I'm holding out hope for that. But I am happy that it seems like I managed to line them up very pretty, you know, so it's all very nicely done. And I really like the inside of the sleeve because it's looking very nice and professional. And also this part here. Usually I would have the patience to redo everything from scratch, but since I am like on a time limit because of this video, I don't think I want to go through that stressful phase of just picking all of the seams and redoing everything because it's not worth it. You know, it's just a dress. I need to be a little bit less perfectionist when it comes to things like this. So I need to learn that I can't have everything perfect, and sometimes I make mistakes too, and that's okay. Hello, darkness, smile. So I wanted to do something to be a little bit of a pick-me-up, you know, and I thought that I would do my nails because I haven't done my nails in months so far, and I just wanted to do them as a little bit of a pick-me-up after spending these past few days just struggling and in pain. And also, since I'm a little bit sad with this video, I just thought, you know, I just need a little bit of self-care. And I thought that me doing my nails would be something that would comfort me a little bit. But yeah, that's it. Maybe if my nails are pretty, then I'm gonna think that the dress is also pretty. So
Win-win.
I did find some inspiration on Pinterest of what design of nails I want to do. I want to do green because that way it will match the dress, you know? Can I be in one of those shampoo ads? So yeah, these are the inspiration pictures. This is what I'm gonna try to do. I don't guarantee that it's actually gonna come out right because apparently this video is just a mess basically, but I hope you will enjoy it anyways. So let's go and do my nails. So it's finally done. Final verdict. It's horrible. I don't like it at all. I don't think it shows off my level of skills. I don't think it shows accurately my sewing level skills. No, my sewing skills level? It just doesn't show how well I can sew, basically. I don't blame the fabric. I kind of blame myself a little bit because I think to a certain degree, I sabotaged myself because this is my first sewing project on this channel and I felt like I had a lot to prove, and so I just got really anxious and really stressed out, so I did a lot of changes to the pattern that were completely unnecessary. So the dress turned out a little bit wonky and a little bit loose actually, because the other dress has a stretchy fabric and I thought that was the reason that it fit me so well. So I ended up making this dress bigger because I thought, since this dress doesn't have a stretchy fabric, that it would need more fabric. And it doesn't, because turns out the other dress fits me because it's my size, not because of the stretchy fabric. So it turned out a little bit loose. You can kind of see, like here, it's loose. Especially in the back, you can see that it's completely loose. The zipper, it's just like, so maybe, you know, I need to go like, whoo, and just walk like the Hulk all the time, basically. Whoo! Yeah, that would probably help. The sleeves are also loose. They don't bother me, like I said. I think I've already said this, that the sleeves are just here for decoration, so they don't really matter. But now that I'm wearing the dress, it does matter a little bit because I'm kind of annoyed that I always have to pull them up. There's not much else that I want to say about this video. Oh, I did remember something actually that I thought was quite interesting, is that I started with a red dress and then I made a green dress. And I thought that it's completely the reverse of what the theme of this video is. You know, because since we're in autumn, it would have been a great idea, it would have been genius if I had turned a green dress into a red dress, or an orange dress, or brown or something like that, because it would have mimicked the leaves, you know, the leaves turning from green to brown. And I didn't think of it. I just now thought of that, and I feel sad. So maybe next year I'll turn a green dress, this dress, into an orange one. Maybe. But yeah, it would have been so cool if I'd done that, but I didn't remember that. Anyways, so how can I fix this? How can I fix this dress? Personally, I kind of just feel like redoing it from the start. Maybe using a few of the details, like probably the breast, the top part, not the back part, but the top part, and the sleeves. I could just like make them a little bit tighter. But skirts, I would really have to do it from scratch. It would have been ideal if I could get my hands on a little bit more fabric and I could do a full circle skirt, because that way it would have all the swooshiness, so I could like roll around, you know, and I could just twirl around and it would look pretty, and I would really love that. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to get myself a little bit more fabric, enough to do a full circle skirt. That way it would fit a lot better, you know, especially because I have these seams right here, that there's a lot of puckering here. I could fix it if I had a little bit more time. I just didn't really want to do it anymore because I just got to a point that I was just so sad about this project and so discouraged that I just didn't want to work on it anymore. And I was honestly contemplating just scratching this video altogether and just not posting it at all. But I am glad that I did the nails, because the nails really did cheer me up. They had their desired effect. I am in love with them. I'm not a pro at all, but I think they look so pretty. I think these are the prettiest nails that I've ever done. And it's just interesting because I have done my nails before. Not much that I can say about that. They're just They just were there, you know? But I feel like I've come a long way because they are looking really nice. So that's kind of what made me actually want to complete this video, is that the fact that I have pretty nails. It doesn't really take a lot to cheer me up, apparently, just pretty nails, you know, maybe some snacks. That's all. If you want to cheer me up, that's basically it. I did remember a funny story though. I remember that when I was a kid, when I started sewing, so I was like 7 years old, because I started sewing very early. Because the way I started sewing was by making clothes for my dolls. And I remember that once I was doing this dress for one of my dolls, and it was basically just a cylinder of fabric, just sewn in the back, and it was like that on her, you know? And I just used a little bit of string to do the spaghetti straps. And then my mom came into the room and she saw my dress, and she looked at it and she's like, "Oh, it's very pretty." And I'm like, "Oh, thank you." And then she said, "Oh, there's these things that you need to do here around the bust so that it fits the bust better." But she didn't specify what things. So me, in my 7-year-old brain, I just thought, whatever, will do fine. So what I ended up doing was just embroidering some star shapes into the bust, like here. And obviously it didn't do anything. But I was so sad. I was looking at it and like, I did things to the bust. Why isn't it working? You know, I'm just like, didn't work. What? What kind of advice was that? Anyways, I only have 1 more minute of footage, so thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, even though it was a complete fail. I hope you have a nice time. I hope you're safe, and I hope you're doing well and taking care of yourself. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!